I'm actually pissed off that I'm the only one wearing green. It's fucking St. Patty's Day.
The only
Today?
thing that I had is my
Yeah.
tattoos.
It's St. Patrick's Day today?
Oh, we suck.
I didn't know that.
Jesus fuck.
I thought it was
My
like...
I got green in my tattoos, so nobody would ever pinch me.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have tattoo?
I have anything green.
Hi, it's St. Patty's Day. Just kidding.
Patrick's Day.
Just kidding.
That makes sense now because I did see a post on Facebook today, and one of my old PE coaches, it's her daughter's birthday today.
Oh yeah, St. Patty. Yeah, Patty.
Oh, that's crazy.
Hey guys, welcome to Slightly Filtered. And happy St. Patrick's Day.
Supposedly, no one warned us, but it's St. Patrick's Day, so I didn't know that.
It's okay.
Now you have to get a tattoo after the baby's born with a little bit of green, so you never have to forget. You can always just whip it out like me.
Do you have any color in your tattoos?
Just my butterfly.
It's orange and yellow.
So now you have to
Red?
turn that one green.
For real.
Just a little bit.
Anyways, so on today's episode, we are going to talk about some horror stories and some stories that were asking their advice on like what they would have done in that situation, or like what we would have done in that situation. And some of these stories are very funny.
Yeah.
I haven't even read them yet. I actually don't think I sent them to you now that I'm saying that. But I'm very excited for these. So, I'm going to start off with the first one that she asked. Because it's crazy because I actually just seen a TikTok on this the other day.
Wait, I think you should start with your story of what happened.
Let me tell y'all.
Ashlyn's just experiencing a lot of things in her first 2 years of being a hairdresser.
Listen, I got scammed the other day, and now someone tried scamming me again. So, I'm just getting scammed all the time, I guess. So, I have never once charged a no-show fee or like a cancellation fee, nothing. Because I don't have it in me to do that. And anyways, so we started the head spas. And if you book a 2-hour head spa, that's $250. If you don't show up, that's $250 that I'm not making that I planned on making that day. And I could have easily filled that spot because I have a wait list going on all the way until May. So like, and I've had that wait list. Like March was already full back in February. So it could have easily been filled. So anyways, I get booked for the head spa. And she's like, hey girl, I am so excited to try this. She doesn't live in town. So she's like, I'm so excited to try this. Keep in mind, she's in this industry somehow. So she understands what it's like. So she's like, can I book the 2-hour one? I'm like, yeah, girl. So I book her for, it was like 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah, and didn't she say she did the head spa too?
Yeah, she does
In
them
the
too.
town that she lives in, which isn't Carlsbad.
Yeah. So supposedly she does them too. So anyways, she's like, I want to book the 2-hour one. I'm like, okay. And I book it for her. That's it. The day comes for her appointment. And it's like, I think her appointment was like 3. It's like 3:15. And I'm like, girl, where are you at? And I'm like, okay, yeah, she's not coming. But it was my last one. And I was tired. So I was like, I wasn't mad about it. But I was like... Okay.
For the money aspect, you were upset.
Yeah, because, like I said, that's $250 coming out of, like, your paycheck that you don't expect. Like, normal people get a paycheck every week. You expect to make a certain amount of money. Now that money's coming out of your paycheck and you weren't expecting that. So it's like, and that's a big chunk of money. So anyways, I'm like telling the girls, I'm like, I really do have to message her and like ask for like something. Like even just like a little bit of a payment because ain't no way you just didn't show up and didn't even text me or reach out. I go to message her, user not found. I said, ain't no way.
Blocked. She got blocked.
I've never been blocked on Facebook before, so I'm asking my friend Sam, I'm like, girl, what does this mean? And she's like, you got blocked. And I'm like, ain't no way she blocked me.
How do you, like, hey girl, I can't come.
It's literally that simple.
People
So
make the
easy.
stupidest excuses sometimes for their appointments, and I'm like, okay.
I don't even care. Like, and you're lying to me, it's fine.
Mhm.
But at least text me. Even if it's that morning, just let me know because I can easily get it filled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Easily. Like,
There is a wait list.
yeah. And so I was...
But to block you and being in the industry,
Exactly. I'm like, you
Like, if
understand
you
how
didn't
this
want-
industry works. Like,
she could have just texted you, and if you didn't have a cancellation fee, she would have never known because you didn't even get the chance
yeah.
to know she wasn't coming.
Yeah.
Unless she's lying about the whole thing and she doesn't do anything in the industry and doesn't know anything about the head spa.
Dude, and that just
Then I
sucks.
stopped her. She, like, supposedly does, like, injections and, like, lashes and all of it.
Mhm.
So,
It sounds good to you though.
yeah.
Blocked.
Yeah, I'm blocked.
Well, it just
Hashtag
sucks
blocked.
that like 2 hours of your day was like cut off.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. But anyways, so had to get that off my chest because...
Well, at least it wasn't a whole baseball team.
Yeah. That was crazy. Also, side note, I have the rudest face, I think. And, like, every time I'm editing, especially, like, when y'all are talking, I'll be, like, looking at y'all while you're talking because I'm invested in what you're saying. Like, and I'll be like this. And I'm like, Ashlyn, like, stop staring at me like that. Like, I look so rude.
I do that.
Whenever I'm editing the videos, I'm like, oh my god, they probably think I, like, am annoyed that they're talking, but I'm
You
just
are.
invested.
Just say that.
Anyways, I love being the center of attention and I hate when other people talk, supposedly, so.
If you don't know, now you know.
Okay, so on to the first topic. So basically, from the story, this is important to know. I'm not just out here just saying the races of these people for no reason. This is important to the story. One of the girls is Mexican. Her friend has a daughter who's biracial, right? But the Mexican, she has curly hair, but it's like 3A, 3B hair. The daughter has type 4C curly hair. So very different textures, very different, like porosity, everything. So anyways, the mom asks the friend, she's like, hey, can you help me figure out products, like how to style her hair, like I'm really struggling. And the friend was kindly just like, I don't really think that I should help you, like I don't think I'm the best person for that because we have different types of hair and I don't want to tell you like the wrong thing and like mess your daughter's hair up. And like I feel like you should talk to someone who has like the same type of hair. Long story short, mom is mad. She's like, that's so rude that you would refuse to help me. Like, that's so, you know how expensive it is to like get a professional's opinion, blah, blah, blah. And I just seen a TikTok on this the other day. This mom, she's white and she has super straight hair and she has a biracial baby. And the baby has curly hair. And like, as a mom, I feel like, you know, obviously if your child is going to be biracial, you know that. It is your responsibility to prepare yourself and educate yourself on hair if you're raising a child that's going to have different hair than you. And obviously, like, my daughter's more than likely going to have curly hair. Obviously, I'm already preparing for that. I don't have curly hair, and we won't have the same texture of hair more than likely, but it's my daughter. I made that choice. I'm going to prepare. Because, like, imagine, like, your daughter's hair is just, like, matted all the time. It's always in the ponytail because you don't know how to do it. Like, that's so unfair. And I do think that's crazy for the mom getting mad at the friend because she was just trying to help her. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to mess your daughter's hair up. You know what I mean? Like, she has that right to be like, no, we don't have the same hair. But that's crazy. But I do think that as a mother, it is your responsibility to learn and educate yourself on different hair textures.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
What was that?
It was me, I think.
I don't know.
It's this one.
I just shaved my legs, so it wasn't that.
Well,
It's
I waxed my legs before my baby shower, but I only waxed this one and then I got tired and shaved this one. And this one's growing back faster. But I don't care enough.
It's fine.
Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah.
So where are you? This one?
Yeah. You can just start off with the sticker. So this girl, she's had this client for
Okay.
she's a regular. And she always makes smart remarks whenever she comes in. but this is like where it started to go downhill.
Okay, so it says, I have a sticker on my mini fridge that says, this is a safe place for emotional breakdowns. And she said, you don't actually mean that, do you?
Like, how would you respond? I can think of one client that I have and one client that you have that would for sure say that. It's just like, how do you respond to that? Like, it's literally like a joke, but like, do you need to get something off your chest? Like,
Oh my god. Okay. Finally, the nail in the coffin for me was her last appointment. She comes in, and I'm giving my usual pre-consultation speech and asking how she is, how life is going. She interrupts and says, are your ears clogged? Because you are being so loud, and I don't think I can sit here for an hour and listen to that.
Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to this. I'm just kidding.
I am generally non-confrontational, and I know I made a face and said, okay. And she said, oh, I didn't mean to embarrass you. But that was a lie. I just moved on and finished the service and rebooked. After thinking about it, I thought, after thinking about it through, no, why?
no, she's
Why can I not get that? She said, after thinking about it, I don't think I should let this one slide, and I'm considering firing her. I have never fired a client in my career, and I am so nervous about it. And second guessing myself, and I just don't think I want this negative person in my space anymore. Any advice or just being in agreement with me would make me feel better.
I think firing clients needs to get normalized.
Okay, wait though. I was gonna ask y'all about this. Have you, okay, because y'all know that we use Figaro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you use Square.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember how we've always said, like, we wish there was an app where you could, like, everybody could know how the client is? Mm-hmm. There is. It's called Comb. So you can check out, schedule,
I think I've
make
heard
notes, but the clients have to make a profile. So whenever they make a profile and they book with somebody, it'll show them what all past hairdressers have said, and you can rate them. 1 to 7 or like 1 to 10 or something. Maybe 1 to 5. I don't know.
I have some amazing clients.
Well,
Seriously.
You really
But there's a few in there that I had to fire. Sorry, you gotta go. The negativity, and you take that home.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I say we switch to that app right there.
Yeah. No, I literally wanted to send it to like all my hairdresser friends and be like, hey.
Everyone in Carlsbad better get the clients.
Hey, we need it. I mean, luckily I haven't had anybody ever say that, but like just now, like I couldn't get my sentence out, right? And one time I had somebody that was like, are you not okay? I'm like, can I not struggle? Like, I thought I was a human. Like, excuse me.
No, literally, I had this one client one time and like about how she was like saying that she's usually like non-confrontational, good at like hiding her face. So y'all, if y'all know me and y'all have came to me to get your hair done, I have a sensory issue with hair. I hate hair. I hate it touching me. I hate it getting stuck in my fingers. I hate it being all over the floor. I am in the worst industry for that issue. So anyways, and like especially when it's wet, it grosses me out. I have to get it off my fingers really fast. So I'm washing, this girl is new and she's already like said a little bit of remarks and like it's just not going great. We're obviously not meant for each other and that's fine. But I come back, we just got her rinsed, I come back and I'm about to start brushing her hair. But like first I spray product and like kind of detangle it like with my fingers first. And she's shedding, which is normal, everyone sheds. But it's like on my fingers. And so I guess I made a face like in the mirror. And I'm like trying to get it off my hands and she's like, I'm sorry, I'm shedding so much. And I was like, no girl, like I'm so sorry. Like I did not mean to make a face. But like I hate hair. Like I hate hair touching me. And I was like, it's literally not you, like it's me. Like I'm so sorry. But
Oh, I bet that was awkward.
It was so bad.
Did she speak after that, or was it just silence?
No, but it was already quiet before that, so it was bad before it even started.
You can't please everybody.
You can't.
No, which is why you need to get.
But that also means you as a client do not tell me how to do my job.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because we know I do. Or we could talk about the one client who got mad because I didn't have a coffee cup for her to heat up her water.
Oh.
Because she wanted hot tea and brought a Yeti and it didn't fit in the microwave. And she was like, you seriously don't have something smaller?
No, girl, does this look like Starbucks?
Did you just come from your house? You didn't heat up the water before you left?
Why didn't she eat the tea before she left?
That's what I'm saying.
That makes no sense.
And then she was like, I kind of just had the stomach bug. I was just trying to like knock off the edge.
What?
Go home and make your hot tea.
Like, no.
Or the client that got mad because I didn't have a toaster for her bagel.
I'm really hurt about
God,
that.
Brenna, that is crazy. Why would you do that to that poor girl?
She was like,
What if she was starved?
then eat the cold bagel.
Exactly. If you that hungry,
She was, I can't even say the nickname she calls me because I can't. She'd be like, hey, do you have a toaster for my bagel? And I was like, we have a microwave, so no toaster? No? No, I'm pretty sure I mix up color back here. I don't whip up any food.
Stuff in our kitchen.
And like cabinet space to begin with.
Seriously. Like, let me just get rid of your color so that way I'll have a toaster for
Yeah,
you.
she's like, actually, my grays don't need to be covered, but I do need you to get a toaster.
Got it.
Oh, I should start a book on that one.
I'm gonna be there for that one.
I'll let you read it to the podcast.
If you read my life stories in the podcast, I win. Anyways.
Can I name drop
Huh?
in your life bio? Can I
No,
name
you
drop?
have to,
Or do I have to tell it from like an author point of view?
yeah, from an author point of view, and give people names. But it can start like, you know what I mean, like with that certain letter, and then you can just, you know.
Say less. I'm writing a book.
That you will never even become finished. No.
I'll share it with you.
Thank you. You make a lot of money. If you know, you know.
Well, they'll soon know.
The other book.
Or I'd be a millionaire.
Oh yeah.
Okay, who's reading the next one?
You can.
Me? Is it this one?
Yeah.
Ooh. All the way from the top?
From the top.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I found a hairstylist who I really want to try because she had good reviews. I booked this appointment in April and went last night. Her first availability for new clients. This was a specialty appointment and it took 3 hours. She told me the cost was $300, but it was
When it was time to
but
pay.
when it was time to pay, she swiped my
This is
card
why
and left
we're
the
all in
screen.
the beauty
I
industry.
know, I'm like, what's
You can tell we never ever do English. Like
12 years since I've been in school, though.
even when I went back to school, I failed it twice.
We're 30-year-old over here. Anyways, so when I swiped my card, left the screen on the tip icon. Sorry. I was surprised she fumbled a little bit and then said, I'm sorry. I didn't leave a tip when I signed. She said, don't worry, you're not obligated. She didn't seem bothered by it and I was happy with the cut, so did plan to go back. Expect now. Okay, this girl ain't typing right. So did plan to go back, except now I'm doubting myself and may be too embarrassed to return. I didn't think I needed to tip. My reasoning was that she rents a salon suite, she works for herself, and presuming she then doesn't have to pay a salon percentage of her sales, I'm not obligated to tip. A 20% tip would be $60 extra for work she's already supposed to do. Nobody tips me for my job, and she's charging a good amount for a cut. No color. It really surprised me that she had left it on the tip screen away. Anyway, but my husband thinks that I should have given her a tip and was laughing at me. Am I an asshole? Yes, you're an asshole.
Okay.
Wait,
see,
hold on.
I was-
$300 for a haircut though?
Yeah.
Because it said a specialty appointment, but it said that she really liked the cut.
And
But
it
it,
took 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so I was reading this, right? And I was like, girl, you are going to get yourself treated. That is that you're getting serviced. You should be tipping because it's not just a job. Obviously, you don't get tipped at your job because that's your work. You're coming to me willingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was reading it and I was like, yeah, no, that's on you. But then I was like, the reason it's a specialty service is because she has curly hair, and so it's like the girl obviously specializes in curly haircuts. $300 though?
no, I know. It says, and to clarify, this was a specialty cut for curly hair only. No color, no chemical treatment, no cut, wash, styled, and diffused. There was no assistant, no front desk, no other people. She has an Instagram account where she says she's the owner. She has a little salon room with one chair, her sink, dryer, and products. The building is a commercial building with lots of little rooms where specialty services rent out their own.
So
It's basically like if Brenna didn't have any of us working for her. Brenna still has to make an
So like a salon,
pay them.
yeah. It's like a salon suite. So it's just a room, but you have everything in that room. You don't have to leave.
So here's where I was on her side until I wasn't. The way she said that, wow, where is it? Oh my gosh. She was saying like, she doesn't work. Oh yeah, she doesn't have to pay a salon percentage. She doesn't have to pay a salon percentage of her sales. I'm not obligated to tip. She's charging a good amount for the cut. That's literally her job, whatever. Just because we don't have to pay a certain amount of salon percentage or like our money doesn't get taken out of how much we make, we're still paying for color. We're paying for rent. We're paying for the lights to be on. We're paying for our taxes.
Yeah, your taxes.
There's a lot of stuff we're still paying for, even if money's not getting taken out. So that's where I was like, okay, girl, you're wrong. But, and like I said, you didn't have to go to her. Obviously, I feel like if she's saying that she specializes in curly haircuts, that was probably mentioned somewhere on her Instagram. So you knew how much you were going to be paying. So I'm like,
Yeah.
if you could justify paying $300 for a haircut because you want your curly hair to look right, and I get that, okay, but you're justifying it, you should tip.
I feel
not
like
$60.
I feel like that also goes with like when you go out to eat, you don't like you go out to eat knowing you're gonna tip because those people service you.
Yeah.
They are the middleman between you and the chef, right?
I always say because if it's all kids with us, I'm always like, okay, we're gonna spend about 60 to 70, and then with tip, it's gonna be about $100. Okay,
Right.
so depending on where we go, right? I always put that in my head, no matter what.
Well, and it's like, yeah, is it their job? But it's not their job to go above and beyond to make sure you're happy. You know what I mean? They could do the bare minimum, and then, yeah, don't tip them crazy amount because they didn't do great. I get that. But you were happy with your cut. And then at the end, she said, like, the stylist sent her pictures and was like, oh my gosh, I loved how your haircut turned out. So she was like, she's obviously comfortable for me to book with her again. So, like, it wasn't a bad appointment, but it's like, if you justified paying that much for a haircut, then you should justify tipping as well. The same way, like, my clients, like, that pay $250 to get pampered, they're justifying that because they want to relax.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this as in, like, if you don't tip me at your $250 appointment, you're canceled. No, like, I literally don't care. Like, that happened the other day, and me and her had such a great appointment. Like, I did not care, and I'm not going to be mad at her. And if she wants to book again, of course she could book again. Like, we talked, it was so funny. But, like, just the way she said it was just kind of rude. Like, I was just like, ooh.
Because, like, we don't live off of tips. Like, we don't expect tips, but they're also appreciated.
Yeah.
Even if your total's $200 and all you can, like, give is $5 or $10, I'm grateful. Like, super grateful for that.
Just a couple of dollars. I'm just
Yeah.
because it makes, like, you being like, here's just all I have for a tip. I'm like, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Literally.
I know it's hard out here. Things are expensive. I get it. But I ran into a few problems with tipping. You know what I mean? Whenever I do nail art, I used to not. I used to just basic price. Now I do because I am getting better at my products. I have upped all my products to new things. So I got to make that money back. But I also, like, my time, I could have gotten another set in, you know,
Yeah.
doing all this nail art.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Toes too. Nobody wants to touch feet. Ingrowns.
Except for you.
Yeah. Ingrowns, funguses, all that stuff. I will gladly help you out.
Yeah.
And the least you could do is be like, here's $5 extra. If you bring me a coffee or a Red
Literally.
Bull, forget the tip.
Forget the tip.
Literally.
Like that $7 coffee just settled
Yep.
it all.
No,
That's
but
it right there.
like in beauty school, like people will tip you sometimes, but like most of the time you didn't even get tipped. So like it was always just like a random like $3 like crunchy $1 bills, you know. So like I remember the first time I got a 5 in beauty school, I was like, oh, I made it in life. Like I'm set. So like I'm still like used to that. That when clients tip me, I'm like, I literally love you. Like I love you so much. So like obviously we're not saying like y'all have to tip. Like I don't want that to come off like that. It was just the way that she said it was just a little crazy.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think so too. Because I don't expect anybody to tip. I am
Yeah.
thankful when they do, but even if they didn't, and then the next time they come back and they did, I'm like, thank you. Thank you for spending
or
the extra.
even if they tip the first time and then don't tip the second time, like if you came in and tipped, I'm not expecting you to tip every time. Or if you tip $20 every single time, I'm still not gonna expect that every single time.
Yeah,
Something could be
because
different.
maybe their check was a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My turn.
Yep.
Okay, so oh, this isn't the one I thought it was. Oh, I'll let someone else read that one because I forgot to add this one to the notes, so just to my camera roll. Okay, so this one says, this is exactly why I could never wax coochies because of this. I was working in a spa a few years ago, and I had a woman come in for a Brazilian wax. It's common courtesy to trim the hair down there to about 1 inch long before coming in for this type of waxing. It's less painful for the client and easier on the waxer. I took her back to my treatment room and left her alone for a minute to get undressed. When I came back in the room, I noticed a pair of scissors had been taken out of one of my drawers and left on the counter. A drawer that was clearly not meant for client use. They were they were office scissors, not meant for cutting hair and definitely not sanitized. When I went to lay down a strip of wax on the woman's lady bits, I noticed she's bleeding profusely. I asked her about it, and she said that she took the scissors out of the drawer to trim her hair for me. She had pulled the hair away from her body to cut it, but instead of cutting the pubes, she accidentally cut off a chunk of skin. Needless to say, I let her know she wouldn't be getting waxed, and she left, and I never heard from her again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I would be traumatized as a waxer.
But also the client. How do you freaking chop your lip off and then just lay down?
Not the lip.
Not the
She's
lip.
like, I wonder if she's gonna notice. Like,
And profusely bleeding? Like, sorry girl.
like the fact that
Like
she,
physically ill or like
Well,
you're
You know,
like the fact that she's still like laid on the table and like opened
cried.
up. Hopefully she doesn't notice.
Oh
oh,
my.
she only notices I have one lip. One's just hanging.
Oh no, my god! Could you imagine? Like,
Oh my. No, I am freaking mortified right now. There's no way.
also,
And my free, like, box cutting scissors. Like, she probably opened a package with that and then she was like, click, 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 click. I hope she went and got a tetanus shot.
yeah, she's gonna need one after that.
Oh my gosh.
What would y'all
like,
do?
also, I didn't even know that like you're supposed to like trim. I mean, my hair's never been long. This is gonna
Like-
get real TMI, but my hair's never been long enough to even do that. But like, girl, like,
Well, if you stay on top of your appointments, you don't got to worry about it.
yeah, but like
But
the fact that
also-
she said that she tried, like
She said.
oh my god.
Let's imagine that we wax coochies and we're like, okay, go ahead and wipe down. I'll be back in 5.
I'm already scared.
What did she do with the hair? Please tell me it was over the trash can.
That's what I'm saying.
or
Like,
like on the floor and then there's the scissors laying next to it.
What
I
if
have
she like
so many
lifted her
questions.
leg on the stool, right? And like fell. And that's how she like, you know what I mean?
oh,
The trash
she
can
slipped.
slipped. And she
Oh.
just, that's what happened, y'all. She slipped and it, one lip gone. That's what happens.
Gained your
have so many
freaking.
questions.
Oh my! I would have had to leave. Like, I am so sorry.
I would have canceled my whole month
I
and gone to therapy every day for that.
I feel like, so with my waxer, who doesn't wax anymore, I'm really upset about it. Not gonna say her name.
AT.
AT. Anyways, I feel like you're so personal with that person. So why not just be like, hey,
Can you
she a
help
little
me?
long. Can you trim me up real quick? I'll tip you.
No, but I feel like as a waxer, you probably. I would have asked somebody to do it before taking
That's what I'm
a
saying.
pair of
Like,
scissors this long.
if like you're a waxer, I feel like that'd be part of the job.
Because I think they say that. I think some waxers are like, if it's too
Long,
long,
we'll trim it.
we'll trim it
But
before.
like, don't do it yourself. Like,
She probably has a sign up now. Do not touch my hands.
And she probably has to like hide her scissors, like. But could you also imagine that girl like just like scrummaging through like?
please let there be
Please
scissors
let there
in
be
here.
scissors. Please let there be
What's going through your
scissors.
head is- I don't even.
Like at that point, you might as well just try to wax yourself if you're gonna.
Seriously.
It's not fun. Don't do it.
No.
Listen, waxing my
I
leg was part
tried.
of that.
I tried to wax myself one time.
I've done it. Twice.
Terrible.
When the power went out?
Yeah.
Well, before that. So it was in the room next to us, and nobody was there. It was just me and my client. And so she was like processing, and I'm like, let's see how bad this is. So I go in there, grab some wax, roll it up, and I'm like right here. And I'm like, oh, this is not.
Why did it hurt, Brenna?
And then I like go to pull again. And then I was like, what the fuck? Start bleeding. I'm like, not like profusely like this lady. But I was like, this is, oh my God, there's no way. And then I walked out and she was like, your face is red. Are you okay? And I was like, Gucci.
Great.
And then everybody showed up that day and I was like, guys,
I remember that day.
I tried to wax myself and I'm in pain.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible time.
Don't do it. Go to your wax lady. Don't trim yourself.
Seriously. Like, worst case. No, I feel like in
No,
any
this-
situation, the waxer would just do it. Like,
Yeah.
just wait. They're already gonna see your cooter.
I mean,
like, it makes no difference. Like,
If they're gonna have to see that you're bleeding profusely anyways, what is like worse than just being like, hey bud,
help me out.
She a little long.
can you trim it down for me?
Yeah. I don't know why I was like, can you do this? I don't know why you said that. Anyways.
On to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, it says, this is slight off topic, but it's funny. I was in a big beauty school. Our waxing room was down a hallway that was across from the teaching room. One day, as students were watching a waxing video, well, the door wasn't shut, and a client came down the hallway
Oh gosh.
and popped into our room. Why? No clue. Nosy, I guess. This happened to be right when the demo of how to wax a man's public region was being shown.
Oh my god.
Out of nowhere, this woman starts screaming. I mean, like a horror movie. Like she had been stabbed. Screaming. We were all sinners and we needed Jesus. She had to be kicked out of the school and banned. She made such fuzz. Later, the girls told me they were thrilled. I guess she would grow whoever was waxing her, see if they were dating, had kids, married, etc. If they answered her wrong, she would lecture them about Jesus and finding him so they could stop sinning. Girls are pretty sick of it.
Okay. Well.
That's actually crazy. Okay, so first of all, it's like, of course, the freaking coincidence of her walking past, like, right at that exact moment. Yeah, that's not something you want to see on the screen. But, girl, why are you being nosy?
Like, what? I just don't get people. Like, if I'm walking down the hall and I hear something, I'll be like, dang, that's wild. And just go about my business. Never once would I be, like, in an unknown place and just open the door.
Oh no, why?
And if she's gonna preach about Jesus, maybe Jesus should teach her to mind her damn business.
But once again, I know a couple of our clients that would do something like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh
Love you
my.
guys, but I'll be doing some stuff like that.
Oh my.
thank God we don't have a teaching room in our freaking salon.
Oh my. No.
I can already.
Why is it always me with the experiences? Because I had something similar happen.
Spill the tea.
During my first wax ever, and my behind is facing, there's 2 doors in the room, and facing the door behind me, directly behind me, and the girl waxing me messaged the other girl and was like, hey yo, I might need some extra wax. She said,
Door opens.
door opened and I look like a shivering freaking chihuahua.
You said,
I couldn't
clench the
close my cheeks.
Face down, ass up, girl.
I could not move, and all I could feel was the wax on the back door and the cold air from the door that just opened. And she said, don't move. Or what? My butt cheeks get stuck together? God forbid. I was like, listen, nice to meet you. Glad you saw all my parts in one session. Both of you. Next time, lock the door and knock, because I'm just like traumatized, kinda. Like, I triple check the door, and I'm like, I will tell whoever is waxing me, I'm like, is that door locked? I'm gonna check it. Do you have enough wax? Because I'm gonna check it.
Hey, nobody.
We're not taking no breaks.
Oh my gosh.
When she told us that story, I was freaking dying. Because I could just, like, imagine you, like, on
And
the
the
table,
fact-
like, your
the
back
fact-
arches up all crazy, being freaked out.
Why is it every time I get waxed, I have a story? Like, it's not even bad. Like, they're funny, but
That's always you.
one time I tried to wax at home, and I let somebody help me, and after the first 2 strips were laid on, and I was trying to give direction on which way to pull, our electricity went out. I'm like cackling, but also terrified. He wants his phone, and I am trying to record because I think this is absolutely the funniest thing that's ever happened in my entire life. And I was like, is that our sign? And then, like, it took like 5 minutes.
I could just see him, like, with a headlamp. Like,
Like,
show must
underground,
go
he's
on.
like, Lego.
I can see it too.
Oh my God, that would be...
Listen, my mom told me 5 years ago to write a book about my experiences. I should have.
At this
Really
point.
should.
We're gonna have to just do like an embarrassing video because I think
You can prove it.
I do.
I don't think I have any embarrassing waxing stories.
I have like some waxing,
Except for,
some just
like-
like everyday things that happen to me. So
Yeah.
Like, the one and only, like, embarrassing thing... Oh, God. Mom, please don't listen. But I was getting
do we need to do a
waxed.
censored one?
For
Do you
real.
need to save it for a censored video?
I was getting waxed and I was recording my face because everyone was asking me, like, how bad does it hurt? Like, what is your reaction to getting waxed? And honestly, like, I wanted to see someone's real reaction too because I was terrified to get waxed. And it's not bad at all. Like, I literally don't even flinch. Like, I just sit there and we talk, whatever. So I'm recording it to post to my private story of, like, just my friends. And we're going about our business. Then it's time for her to do the back, right? So I'm like, okay. I turn around, like, get in my position to have her wax the back. And she's like, she literally comes in the camera and she's like, by the way, I didn't tell Asha to go in this position. She just does it. And I was like,
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna tell me you posted it
Girl.
to your public, not your private.
I mean, that still would have been less embarrassing because, like, you couldn't see anything.
That's her natural way to go.
That's your
And I
natural.
was like,
That's why she having a baby.
but I was just like, girl, ain't no way you just said that. Ain't no way.
Oh.
I was like, I thought this was how you wanted me. I'm so sorry.
Okay, but there are a lot of ways to wax the back door though, because
I didn't know that.
okay, same. Because the first time, like, I've only heard like all fours.
Yeah.
Me, all fours, door opens. I'm like, yeah, never again. But then like Tyler's aunt will be like, well, this is how I do it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't. But there's like 9 ways, and I
Yeah.
just don't know.
However you're comfortable.
But for me, that's the easiest way. I feel like it gets everything open. So I'm like, I know you got room in there, like to do whatever you
She
need
said
to
gets
do.
everything open.
You know, I want to make sure you don't miss anything. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just go like that.
That's funny. We should do it like an embarrassed.
Yeah. I don't think I have any.
You don't have any embarrassing ones?
Not with my waxer's amazing. Even though she's not doing it anymore. She's still amazing. And I never had any bad experiences with her.
I think mine were just funny. The only
Yeah,
bad
yours-
one was when the power went out, but let's write them down because I think that one would be good.
Seriously.
Yeah, I need to think.
We were talking about something the other day and I like remembered this like really embarrassing one and I'm like, but it has to be for like
Sensory.
the girls.
The girls. Only
The girls. I mean, I don't know that any men listen. If my dad does, I would really hate to scar that man.
There's some people that surprise me that told me they watch. They're like, I watch your podcast. I'm like,
My
freaking.
my freaking dad the other day.
Does he watch it?
No.
Oh.
No. But anyway, so I started pumping. And I'm just walking around the house in a bra, like, you know, I'm about to have a whole shirt on. And wait, no, I did have a shirt on because okay, so I have my shirt on and it looks very weird. Obviously, it looks like I got freaking quadruple D's over here, right? Like, and so my mom was like, "Oh my god, like, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm pumping," and she was like, "Did your dad see you?" I was like, "No, I don't think so." And so she was like, "I want to be there when he sees you." So we're like walking back to the kitchen, and my dad is like, you can tell he's like trying not to like be weird, but he's like trying not to like look, but he's like
Something's wrong.
trying to have a conversation with me, and I'm just like, I'm laughing. My mom's dying laughing because like I don't want to tell him. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm." And my mom was like, "Do you not notice?" He's like, "Well, Charlie, I don't ever look there. Like, I don't know." He was like so freaked out. I was like, I
Poor
freaking
dad.
traumatized that poor man. But so yeah, we need to come up with some embarrassing stories.
I'm good with that.
And now y'all can write in your if you feel comfortable putting them
Yeah.
in the comments, but if not, y'all could just message us personally.
Yeah,
'cause-
I think more people we usually get a lot more like DMs than we do
Yeah.
comments. But you should tell us like if you've ever had like a crazy experience, a funny experience, like
Any of your experience.
or if you're
Yeah.
like in the industry, like
and something you had to see a labia that has been chopped.
any stories like that, let us know. We'll read them in the next one that we do like this.
Yeah. Also, you can put if you want us to show your name or not.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know that on the last one if we could show your name.
Yeah, we just kept it private, but we can if y'all want to.
Yeah.
If y'all want a little shout out. But I think that's all for this week's episode.
Yeah. Episode 7 in the wraps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, please let us know if you think Ashlyn's going to have her baby this week.
My
I'm
last
gonna
day of work
say-
is Friday.
Tomorrow. What's today?
17th.
She's gonna have a baby on the 19th. That's my calling it. She's also getting a foot massage for me here in a minute, so we're gonna put it in the works.
I just have to make it to Friday.
2:06.
No, you don't. They can wait. Coming from somebody.
No, Friday's two of my favorite clients. It's literally Tristan and Sarah. I love them both. And then
Move them up.
Tristan would be like, I'd be like, "Hey Tristan, I'm in labor." He'd be like, "Oh my god, there's no way." I can see him already freaking out. I have to
Right.
make it to Friday. And then Friday evening, if y'all see me sprinting home from work, mind your business. I'm trying to go into labor. So
She's curb walking at the salon. Just mind your business.
Alrighty.
Okay. Bye.
bye.